Hi, I'm Shae, and this is my persuasive speech.
And this is my audience.
It's been a long, hard road, but the day has finally arrived. You straighten your cap and gown as you walk toward the stage where your principal hands you a diploma. You've never felt better. But as you step off the stage, you realize that things are about to change. The road to college lies ahead of you. If you're one of those lucky ones who won the lottery, received a huge inheritance from crazy Aunt Muriel, or have a champion show dog who rakes in millions, then you can be totally worry-free. If you aren't so lucky, however, you might find yourself staring down the Green Mile. What is this Green Mile, you ask? I'm talking about the path paved with the costs of college. Within the last several years, college prices have increased significantly, leaving many students stranded and forced to take out loans. And unfortunately, more and more students each year find themselves unable to pay them back. Student loans have actually started to become accepted as some sort of fact of life for the new generation of college students. Something needs to be done to fix this problem and make college more affordable. But how can this be achieved? Today, I'll show you how, by first revealing the crazy college costs and severity of the student loan crisis. Next, I'll introduce some solutions that can help lower the bill. And finally, I'll tell you what you can do to help achieve this reality. Let's take our first look down this long road and find out exactly what makes this journey so difficult. In the United States, nearly 40 million people have student loan debt that exceeds $27,000, according to an article from the online magazine Politico, accessed February 7, 2016. The national total student loan debt has grown to over $1.3 trillion, higher than the national credit card debt. The amount of debt stems from the fact that college costs have increased dramatically in the past 4 decades. According to a Bloomberg Business article dated August 15, 2012, the cost of a university education has ballooned more than 1,120% since 1978, which is 4 times faster than prices have increased for consumer goods. As stated in an Associated Press Big Story article entitled "Student Debt Traps Parents and Kids," in the 1980s, states began cutting funding to higher education, and loans were encouraged. There was an assumption that college graduates would make enough money to quickly pay off the loans. But this has not happened. Jobs have not been readily available at the expected income levels, and the economy's nosedive in 2008 has only made matters worse. Now that we see the problem, let's investigate some changes that could help us conquer this journey. Perhaps the most obvious way colleges could help lower student costs would be to tackle the textbooks. According to a 2014 report from Rutgers University, on average, students spend $1,200 a year on massive stacks of dead trees. College students are a captive audience to textbook publishers, who can make crazy profits by continually boosting book prices. In fact, as stated in an NBC article, textbook prices alone have risen 1,041% since 1977. To make matters worse, publishers love to put out new editions of their books, erasing the ability to resell the used ones. One option to resolve the high cost of textbooks is free textbooks. This can be achieved at a minimal price to the college using a system known as open textbooks. A U.S. News and World Report article summarized it best. Open textbooks are those that are online, free to download, and customizable to professors. Essentially, they're an online course pack for each class. This system is already working beautifully at several institutions, including the University of Minnesota. Another possibility for saving students money is moving to a 3-year college system. According to a CNN article, Why We Need the 3-Year College Degree, 3-year degrees are already the norm in many European countries. Most bachelor's degrees can be fairly and completely obtained in just 3 years. So what's holding us back from doing that now? Likely it's the way things have always been mentality and the greed of our college system. Moving to a 3-year system might seem rather bold, but it could really be fairly simple. Schools would have to rethink their curriculum, reduce the number of electives, and possibly shift to shorter semesters. Think about this for a moment. You've been taking English classes since kindergarten. And English is important. But what exactly could 2 more years of English in college teach you that you don't already know? Senior year high school English courses generally cover everything one needs to know upon entering college. And high schools continue to offer AP and dual credit courses. Many high school students graduate with a semester or more of college credits already under their belt. This is another game that colleges tend to play with our brains and our bills. Yes, college is an opportunity to learn new things and become a well-rounded person. But will repeating the same biology you took in high school really benefit you further? Or will racquetball actually help you reach your degree? Now that we are aware of some of these changes, what exactly can be done to help them become reality? For starters, high school students can continue to take college-level courses, effectively removing the tuition payments to colleges and reducing their need to fulfill a 4-year program. This could push colleges to consider 3-year programs, and eventually could lead to a change. College students can force colleges to reduce book prices. Currently, students can rent books through Amazon or other online sources for greatly reduced rates. Another novel idea recently implemented at the University of Vermont is a student-run nonprofit that provides free textbooks to registered students. They receive and distribute donated textbooks and supplies. Anything that students can do to reduce the money flowing back to the college for an overpriced book will force change. And of course, everyone can keep an eye on politics. Many congresspeople and some presidential candidates have ideas for cutting college costs and have begun to draft legislation. People should be educated and aware of these bills and speak out in favor of them. Understanding the upsurge in college costs is essential, and asking colleges to do something about it is necessary. This country cannot continue on its current path of burying our young people under a mountain of obligations just as they're starting out in life. Reduced costs for college would mean a healthier economy, where folks can actually buy houses, start a nest egg, and afford to have children. And then they can afford to help those children with their college costs. We could see a new normal. We could see a generation that doesn't have to walk that green mile toward an inescapable debt sentence.